Alright, so with the recent dev notes that dropped on Global, we actually did get confirmation that we were going to get the next two banners, at the same time scheduled release. But I believe after these two banners, the next banners are going to be a little different. The dev notes were kind of worded weird. We are going to fall from a 1 month gap to a 2-week gap. So it's going to be very, very, interesting to see what they do with that. But yeah, so these next two banners, they're gonna feature Diane and Bryn Hill. I don't know how you pronounce her name, whether it's Brynhilder or if it's Bryn Hill, right? I don't know how you pronounce it. And then we have Easton and Mono. So these are going to be the next two banners to drop on Global. Now I will say, I personally think that if you were going to summon, it should be on Diane and Bryn Hill's banner. I think these two heroes are probably the units you want to summon for, if you do summon. Easton and Mono, I think Easton was a flop. I think she was a flop. She just isn't that great. But Diane and Bryn Hill, even Mono, are good. And it's funny because all three of the, good released heroes are green, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, so Diane is good in PvP because she was made to counter Margaret, I believe, because she removes up to 3 buffs and debuffs on the enemy when the hero uses a skill. I believe the way it works is that she literally just removes, like the first 3 buffs or debuffs. So if the enemy has, like, let's say ignites on them, let's say they have 3 ignites and 3 buffs, she will remove whatever is first, which most of the time is debuffs. So she's literally just going to remove the ignites, but they'll still have the buffs on them, right? So it's literally just whatever is in front, she's going to take off. So I guess that's where that passive kind of hurts her a little bit, but for the most part, this is going to be a very, very good passive to counter Margaret if you don't have a team to counter her already. She works very, very well with Kyo, actually, so yeah, she's very good. The only thing I would say is that, it only works in PvP, which I guess isn't that bad, but I think they could have made this useful in Deathmatch. I feel like I hate when they do this, like when they exclude passives that don't necessarily need to be excluded. It's dumb. It's really stupid. But yeah, her passive is good. Her skills are both single targets, so she doesn't have an AoE skill, but she does have an AoE ultimate, and it is a brand new ult. It's not the same Diane. This is a brand new Diane, Blessing of Earth. I figure this is gonna be the festival name too, because that'd be weird if we get another named Diane for her festival version, right? But I figure that's what it's gonna be, which is gonna be really cool. But yeah, so she has 2 single target attacks. Her first skill is similar to Green Escanor, where she will actually fill up her ultimate move gauge, which is very helpful for her, because if she launches this ult, I found that even on 1 out of 6, if they're buffed or debuffed, this is gonna hit really hard. Like, it's actually insane. Keep in mind, she is increasing, the damage dealt before she attacks too. So that's really, really good. And then her second skill disables attack skills. I don't think this is the best, but it's still gonna hurt because her passive and stuff like that. Also, if it doesn't kill, it'll disable attack skills, right? So that's good. And her crit chance is 65%, which is actually not bad at all. I think this is pretty damn good, considering you're gonna do damage. If you crit, you're gonna do even more damage. Like, she's very, very impressive. On paper, she didn't seem too impressive when we first got the information, but in game she just went crazy. She's actually very good. The only flaw, obviously, is that she doesn't have AoE attacks, but if she did, oh my god, she kind of would be busted. I think she honestly would be top 3. Like, I'm not even kidding. I think she would be top 3 if she had an AoE, because remember, she's removing buff and debuffs. I think she would be, because she would just be hitting everybody, and this is, increases damage dealt, so this will stack with the ult. So it's insane. It's really insane. But she is good. would I say go all out for her? Probably not. Same thing with Bryn Hill. Bryn Hill cannot be used in PvP or deathmatch. She's literally made for the demonic beast battle, right? The big bird, as you know, Nag likes to put it, but the big bird is what she's used for. She can be useful for other, obviously, you know, PvE events, but she can't be used in, you know, demon raids, so she's not going to be important there. She can't be used in PvP. She can be used in PvP, but her passive can't, right? Her passive increases her basic stats by 12% for every alive ally in battle. That is insane, because that's a 24, I don't know if it counts for her because it says ally, but you know, a 24% increase to her basic stats is insane. That is really crazy. So I see why they didn't make it, you know, PvP oriented, right? They didn't make, you know, they made it excluded from that mode. And then if all, you know, if allies die, her stats, all stats, could increase by 8%, so up to 16%. Well, potentially 24% if she is legit the last person on the field, which that actually would have been crazy. So yeah, her first skill is a detonate skill, which is not bad. Obviously, you know, it does more damage depending on how many orbs are in their ultimate move gauge. It's a single target, which isn't, you know, the craziest, but if it were AoE, nah, I feel like if it were AoE, it'd be fine, right? I feel like if actually it would be okay. Her second skill is a power strike skill, so I believe she is the 4th unit in the game to have this. Is she the 4th unit? I think she is. No, she is the 4th unit, right? Because 11 has that. Am I going crazy? 11 has that, right? Yeah, so she's the 4th unit to have it on her skill. Kusak has it, but he only has it on his ult. So she is the 4th unit to actually have it on her skill, not ultimate. So that's good. That is good. This gives her a lot of value because obviously if they have high resistance, it's going to do damage. I probably am going to summon on this banner. I'm not going to lie. I think I will, because 1, this character looks beautiful. And then 2, this is a new Diane. I kind of want it. I kind of want her. So I think I will summon on their banner. I don't think I'm going to go all out, but I do want at least 1 copy of both, right? At the very least. So she's good. She is very good. Her crit chance 60%. Not bad. Crit damage 160%. This is at base stats, by the way. So she is good. She also has ultimate similar to Tarmio, where she will restore the HP of all allies, but her ultimate is a single target skill. Tarmio's is AoE. But I believe she does recover more HP than Tarmio. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think she does. Yeah, I think she actually does recover more. Let me see. I don't even think there's a way I can check it in the skill. Tarmio, where you at, Tarmio? All right, let's see. I think she does. Yeah, she does. Okay, so for every ultimate, like ultimate level you get her at, she will increase the HP, you know, recovery that she does. So that's good. That's good. So all in all, these two, if you're gonna summon it, should be on this banner. I think I would recommend skipping, but I know a lot of you probably will summon anyway. So if you do, good luck. But this banner right here for Easton and Mono, Easton flopped very hard. Her debuff is actually very interesting though. It is actually very interesting because she has an AoE debuff which is called oxidation, and it's a new debuff, so it's gonna rank down enemy skills at the end of their turn. I feel like this should have just been an instant rank down. For me personally, I feel like it should have just been an instant rank down, but sure. For every skill ranked down, she inflicts damage equal to 10% of max HP. So if she ranks down, let's say 3 cards, I believe it just works for individual. So if she ranks down 3 of one person's cards, they're gonna take 30% you know, max HP as damage at the end of their turn, which is insane. So this is good. It's just in the current meta, you're not using this too much. You're not. And she's very similar to the red Easton we have in game. In some ways, I think you're honestly just better, like just better off running the old Easton. Like she's not anything too crazy. Like the Easton we have in game, the red one, works phenomenally with Bond. She's very good because she can cleanse. She has the same, literally the same skill 1. There is no difference. She also increases defense related stats. I honestly think that she is just her passive. Her passive might be better, but honestly, I'm just gonna be honest with you. She's just like, she's probably just better to run than this Easton right here, which is a shame because this Easton looks absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. She is my number 1 waifu. I love Easton, but she is unfortunately not that great. At least now in the current meta. Maybe when we get a meta change, she will be, but for now, she's not that great. Mono. My girl Mono actually has some potential. I did see Nag use her in a video and she did pop off. So I don't know. She could be really good if you like build her completely. She could be, but her passive works just if you have all 7 catastrophes. That's it. Like that's it. If you don't, it's not going to activate. So that's the only thing about her, but I honestly don't think she needs that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think she needs that because she has Spike, which I really feel like this, should be changed because Spike is not that great anymore. And then she has Sever, which is good. Sever is good, but this like Spike. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Spike. I feel like this should have been, I don't know, like Charge or something. Maybe something different, something like Shatter even. But this is good. This is good. And she also has an 80% crit chance, which means, her crit chance is going to be high. But nowadays, units have such high crit resistance that I don't even know how the math works for this anymore, right? And then her ultimate is literally the same as every other mono in the game. This is, by the way, the same mono. This is not a V2 mono like Easton. Like Easton, this is a V2 Easton, right? This is the same mono we have in game. Human weapon mono. Same thing. No V2, but yeah, so that about wraps it up for this video. Pretty long, I know, but I just wanted to let you guys know the units that are coming out, because after these 2 banners, it's gonna be a little weird how their release schedule is, because the 23rd to the 24th is when we get Diane and Bryn Hill, and then 2 weeks later, just about 2 weeks later, right, the 4th and the 5th should be when we see Easton and Mono, and I have no idea what happens after that. I don't. We're supposed to get a step up banner. We don't know what that looks like yet, so I have no clue, right? I have no clue what's gonna happen. But yeah, I would recommend skipping both these banners so that way you can at least maximize the amount of gems you have whenever we get a festival banner, because festival banner is right around the corner with the 40 million download celebration. So just be wise about how you spend your gems and stuff like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment below if you're gonna summon on these banners or you're gonna skip. Very curious to see what you guys are gonna do, and that's gonna be it. You guys already know. I'll see you later.